Hey, and welcome back to Let's Play Need for Speed Most Wanted for the PlayStation 2. Trying a new recording style today for the video. I just realized that if I pull up my capture card thing and then open up Fraps will record what's on the capture card screen, and I don't have to sync up my audio every time, so it doesn't sound like I'm lagging and talking when I'm not supposed to. So we're going to try this, and hopefully it'll work. So, last time, we took down number 15, got his car, sold it, got parts, and now we're trying to challenge Mr. Lyle from the Pretender. We're going to start out with the photo tickets. That one said 93 miles an hour, which should be the reason the parts, because we got the engine upgrade and the nitrous and stuff. We'll probably blow that out of the water. I'll probably hit 90 before we get out of the curve. Okay, fine, 85. But full on the nitrous. 118. 115. I probably could have done that without the nitrous. And I'm gonna drive a little bit because when you warp to the places with the photo boost, your nitrous doesn't recharge. So it's a good idea if you're doing multiple in a row, just recharge your nitrous at regular intervals before you do it. That should be enough. So let's see. Next one is 90. It's even less. Yeah. Oh, but this is around the hospital area. Yeah. Some of these will happen around here, around the hospital area, where you have to stop that, where you have to weave through the hospital area here. And okay, this hospital area is the home of like the greatest shortcut during some races ever. And I'll show. It doesn't let you do it in all of the races around here. But let's see, 133. We got a phone call here.
Hey, what's up? It's Mia. Looks like Razor's keeping tabs on you. I guess he never figured he'd see you again. I like the idea that he'll be looking over his shoulder from now on. Keep laying it down out there. I'll call you later.
Okay. But I'll show you it. It's the greatest shortcut ever, and you can be up to a mile ahead of everybody else if you use this shortcut. So anyway, so we got the two photo ticket things done. Let's get in a cop chase. What do we gotta do? Get 1,000 bounty, cost the state of 15,000, and do 3 infractions. Okay, cost the state is basically how much the government of the city has to pay for all the crap you broke. Like, say I hit this, boom, they have to fix that. Okay, I hit this sign, boom, they have to fix that. Every time you hit something, every time you hit a cop car, anytime you hit a regular car, anytime they have to send a helicopter after you, it costs them money. So basically, just play bumper cars, as I spit on my computer. Just play bumper cars. Go crazy. Play bumper cars with everything. Boom. Like that. The bounty that let's see. Wait. Okay, I've already done 2. So basically, like I said the one time, you will always get at least 1 infraction for getting away, which will be evading arrest. So if you get 1 less than you need, you just need to. And you haven't gotten into cooldown mode yet, basically get away and you got it. A good way to get bounty is to take out cop cars, like multiple cop cars at the same time, because they'll like combo multiplier. They'll like combo multiplier on you. And also, hitting cop cars and taking them out is a great way to get cost of state too, because if you disable them, they have to pay for the car to get replaced. Of course, you just run into vans like that. Okay, bounty's completed. Need to get a couple hundred more. Okay, hit the cop car, and I probably got it. Hit the cop car, we probably got, or that, or come on, ram the cop car, and we've got this. There. Now, this is fun. This is one of the fun things in this game. Driving on the golf course. There was nothing on the bunting! He didn't wear seatbelts in the car. I mean, my dad used to cut the seatbelts out of the car. You know, and you know, we were jumping in the front seat. Driving on the golf course, which you can use the golf course as a shortcut in some races, but it slows you down horribly. That's one of those shortcuts that aren't really worth it. Great. Oh boy, this ain't good. I'm on the highway. You really cannot end cop chases that well on the highway. Because you can just drive and drive, they'll still be behind you, and they'll spawn in front of you, so they will spawn in front of you so much. Of course, as soon as I say that, I'm on the highway, I'm in cooldown mode. It's easier to get away on the highway when you're like level 1, but if you're on the highway on like level 4, the higher your level, the slower the bar goes. So, if you're on like a highway on level 1, okay, you're
Nice run. Alright, here's the deal. Razor's left the borough. He's racing in Rockport. To get to him, you gotta go through the ranks of the blacklist and clean out each area. There's 3 areas known as boroughs. This here's Rosewood. Camden Beach is on the coast, and Rockport is right after it. Unless you have enough rep, you can't get into the next level of racing. To do that, you gotta win. There's no second place here. Just keep plowing through your objectives till you can challenge a blacklist racer. I'll feed you more info as I dig it up. Later.
That's basically telling you about the areas in the game. Right now, there are certain areas where we cannot access because they're blocked off. They're blocked off to us by like little, you know, block things. You might have seen them when I went over by the mall that one episode. If we go into that, it's basically like the barrier walls during races. It'll just stop us dead cold. But as soon as you beat enough blacklist people, it'll open up. And let's see, what was I saying? Oh yeah, if you're like level 4 on the highway, you'll get off the highway before your cooldown meter. You'll get back into the city by the time your cooldown meter is like halfway through the thing. So you'll have to find a hiding spot. Which are those circles after you get in the cooldown mode are hiding spots. If you get to one of them, your cooldown meter will go faster and like really fast because the cops won't be able to see you. Oh, and if you don't want to inadvertently get in a cop chase, like I almost just did again, you want to get to this screen. I think that's the primary use of this screen is to not get in a cop chase when you're screwing around the overworld map. Because if you screw around long enough, and you're going like on the highway 150 miles an hour. The civilian cars will call 911 and tell them that you're going that fast. Okay. We have a new type of race. This is a toll booth race. That's just a tutorial. Watch that if you want. But basically, it's a checkpoint race. They use these toll booths as checkpoints, and you need to get to them before your timer runs out. Okay, see, like I started with minute 10. I have to get to the next checkpoint at a minute 10. If I get there, I get to keep racing, and I get a little bit more time. So it's basically like a time trials checkpoint kind of thing. And it's also basically a sprint race by yourself. Because the guy explains in the cutscene, in the tutorial, that some people lie about how fast they can get from point A to point B. So I don't know how they do this, passing them at 150 miles an hour, but they get time stamped every time they pass the, I guess maybe they use the cameras in the toll booths and like hack into the computers and find out what time the picture was taken or something or other. But they find out using the toll booths how fast you actually did it. Because, some people, this is underground street racing. Some people aren't as, trustworthy as they seem. Shocker there, really. But these first couple of toll booth races are easy. But once you get, I keep saying this, but once you get towards the end, they get hard. The one thing the one rule of doing toll booths is do not hit don't get hit by cars. Don't hit other cars, okay? Okay, you can hit walls and stuff and be fine, just don't hit cars. Because they'll do things like, you'll hit a car, which will hit another car, which will hit a semi, which will hit all 3 of you, and you'll lose like 15 seconds because of it. But if you run into a wall, like you can bump walls, just don't run into cars. Especially semis. Semis suck on these. And if you know what shortcuts are, use the shortcuts, because you can use shortcuts on some of these. And let's see, I'm gonna make it with 47 seconds spare. But that's like my favorite type of race, personally.
Yo, it's Raj. If you need any parts, I think you got enough for a new ride. Head over to one of the shops. I told them you're a friend, so they should be cool. They're on your map. Check it out.
Yeah, it's explaining shops. Okay, let's see, what race we got next? Take out the long... I prefer to take out the long races first, just because that's my style. You know? Just take out the hard stuff first, and you have the easy stuff you know you can win. Because I lost this race the first time, the first time on the failed recording. Which really sucks, because I had up to episode 6 recorded, but then this is what happened, because I don't think I went into detail. I was recording a couple nights ago, which for me was the end of October. Like, I think it was October 31st, the last day in October. So yeah, the first 2 times my capture card like farted out and stopped working. Okay, that happens sometimes, you know. It was like warming up. It did it within a minute and a half of it starting up. So all basically I lost was I had to watch the opening cut. I had to watch the, you know, wear your seatbelt and the opening cutscene before the title, like 3 times. The third time I did pretty well. I had okay, that shortcut right there. That's one of the times you don't want to take a shortcut because you would need Speed Breaker to get there. The third time I did pretty well. I got up to episode 6, and I thought I was done for the night. So I was editing them together. Come to realize, this would be by the old recording rules, since this is a new type of recording I'm trying, that my audio was half the time of my video. Okay, so I synced it up, and I'm like, okay, my video jumped from like the 4-person race in the opening cutscene to the almost end of the race where you have to lose, you can't win. So I'm like, what? But all the rest of them were fine. But you know, you can't have a first episode like that because nobody would watch it. So I had to delete all the rest, and I had to delete the profile. I had to delete the profile and make it again. So yeah, the reason. Oh no! Don't get ahead of me. Don't put me in last place. The reason why I figured out the reason why it did that was, okay. On about episode, in the middle of recording episode 1, okay, I was recording the video and the audio. I was trying to edit together an episode of Mario Party 3, and I was trying to upload like 3 videos too. Well, doing that gave my computer blue screen of death. Okay, so, and they had to shut down in the middle of the video. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's fine because it saved the audio and the video. So I thought it'd be okay. I'd just say something to the extent of, you know, my computer janked out on me there. So I started it up. Being the hasty individual I was that night, because I was in a hurry, because you know I was frustrated a little bit. I decided to pull up everything and not let all the startup stuff happen. You know how your computer starts up and a whole bunch of pop-ups start up, like, would you like Java to update, or you know, your firewall detected this and blah blah blah. I didn't let that go away before I started recording, so it popped up during recording, and right in the middle of the video, and that's why it screwed up. So I'm like, so I had to erase like 2.5 hours worth of video. But it's not that I'm complaining, because I'm doing much better this time. I haven't even lost a race yet. But
hey, when you're being chased by the 5-0, take a look at your map. You'll see a bunch of icons. These are structures you can use to shake the cops off your back. You just smash into them, instant pursuit breaker moment. If the cops aren't damaged, they'll probably stop to render assistance. Trust me, they work.
And when the instances where the guy doesn't exactly say the right thing that says, because he said render, but the thing says provide. But back to what I said, I had to erase like 2.5 hours worth of video. But I'm actually happy because now I found this new way to record. Maybe, well, probably if this is actually up, obviously. And I haven't lost a race yet, so I'm happy. So let's see here. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We'll do this one, and then we'll end the episode. In the next episode, we'll do the last 3 races and do the boss. How's that sound? Well, I don't care what you. I don't care if you want a longer episode. It's my channel, my video, my rules. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just, you know. I also had a sort of interesting thought on on the failed recording. I thought, okay, you know how I don't know if any of you guys watch any other people's videos, but I always thought, you know, the people who are like really big at doing this, like Chug Conroy and Proton John and the Creatures and all them, I wondered if they ever had the thought that that they were never going to be really good at this, and they weren't going to get past the level I was, I am at right now. Because right now, as of recording, I don't know what it will be when this is up. I have 7 subscribers, and my videos in total, like 300 some, have accumulated a total of like 7,000 views, barely. So I wonder if they were saying I'm never gonna get big at this and stuff like that. But then years later, they have 350,000 subscribers and all that stuff. It's I bet they did, but you know they didn't give up. So I was like, I love this line that I said. It's it gives us the hope that us mere mortals who just do this for a hobby right now can actually get that high. Thinking that they probably had the same thoughts we have. Are we going to be good at this? Or people don't like us? Just gives us and then the fact that they darn it, I missed that shortcut again. Gives us the assurance that dang it. Gives us the assurance that maybe we can be that good too, eventually, if we try hard enough. And that was my philosophical moment for that video and for this video. So. Not saying I won't have another one, but that's going to be the main one. What else is there to talk about? Trying to remember something else I said. It was something to the extent of it wasn't don't do drugs. It was something like friends don't let friends, flip over their cars or something. I don't know. I forget exactly which one it was, what it was, but it was something funny like that. It was friends don't let friends get their cars flipped over. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said that last time, but it was funny the way I said it. But you're probably I'm making this short this time. You're probably getting tired of me saying, we're in the failed recording, blah, 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 blah. But I think that's about the last thing that I can remember I said that day. So, if I remember that one thing, I'll probably say it. Or of course, I might say it within the passage of when I remember what the heck it is I said. I might just subconsciously remember it and say it. But, stop saying but oh yeah, that's something I can talk about. That actually happened. It's actually happening today. Well, my today, not your today, because my today will be 2 weeks we'll be like 2 weeks in the past. So Chuck's coming on tonight, my favorite show in the whole entire world. Last season though too. So see, well, yeah, it's almost 6 o'clock here, so I got 2 hours till it comes on. Let's see. I'm gonna end the episode at the safe house, just so I can start the next episode there. So next time on Let's Play Need for Speed Most Wanted for the PlayStation 2, we finish those 3 races we have, and we go after the level 14 boss. See you next time.